Welcome to a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda.
Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome to the June 26th Board of Commissioners meeting. Commissioner Kokoski has our dog today.
Okay. It's not really a dog, it's a puppy.
It's a puppy?
It's a puppy.
I didn't see it. I was already
It's
up
a
here.
little cute
Oh,
puppy with
geez.
her, trying to get her little ears to stand up. It's some sort of mix. They were saying like boxer. I'm thinking could possibly be Chihuahua. It's got little feet and wants to go home with Jerri, our director at, isn't she cute? She is actually available tomorrow, which is Thursday. So if you want to come down and pick her up, she's got a great personality, really friendly. Look at her little tail wagging. She wants you, Jerri. She wants to come home with you. You need a puppy? Aw. Well, we have 26 other dogs to pick from. If this is not your type of dog, if you want a big dog, we got a lot of big dogs there too. So come down to our dog pound. Hopefully we'll be getting the rest of our dogs that are available for adoption up on our website so you could check it out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I might be in the need of a new dog. My dog actually chased a squirrel into the house over the weekend instead of away from it. Yeah, my daughter wasn't too happy. She was sleeping on the couch when the squirrel came by.
My dog brought in a bunch of baby rabbits one time. My son came home, there's rats all over the house. I'm like, what? They were baby rabbits from the backyard. She brought them in through the doggy door.
When the squirrel came by.
Madam Clerk,
Do we want to do the proclamation first?
I would
Sure.
love to. It's 9:35.
Okay. You have-
Okay, we have a 20-year pin. I know you've been here for 30, but we only have 20. You never got a 20, did you? Did you get a 20-year pin before? You did? Okay, we weren't sure if you did or not. We have Connie Padilla from Golden Acres, and we have a proclamation that reads, in the matter of expressing our best wishes to Connie Padilla on her retirement from the Lorain County Golden Acres Nursing Home. Whereas Connie Padilla announced retirement from her position as an LPN at Golden Acres Nursing Home on June 26, 2013, and whereas Connie graduated in 1983 from St. Joseph School of Nursing, and whereas we are recognizing Connie for 30 years of service with the county being hired on June 24th, 1983, and whereas Connie is a caring and very cooperative, dependable worker who will pitch in wherever help is needed, and all her untiring efforts, dedication, and humanitarian kindness will be remembered. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Lorain County Board of Commissioners express appreciation to Connie Padilla for her services rendered to the county and its citizens. Further, be it resolved that the Lorain County Board of Commissioners wish for Connie, husband, Carol's children, David, Michael, and Jessica, and her 4 grandchildren, and for 1 great-grandson. Wow. A very healthy, peaceful retirement as she pursues her hobbies and interests of Zumba, collecting angels, and shopping for many years to come. We witness our signatures, Ted Kalo, Lori Kokoski, and Tom Williams. You don't look old enough to be a great-grandma, especially.
Go ahead, Jerry, right over there.
Oh, you can hear me. I've had the pleasure of working with Connie Padilla for 8 years. Of course, she was there 22 years before I got there. And I've always said to be in long-term care, you have to have a servant's heart. And I think Connie has. She has worked the Alzheimer's unit, which has its challenges. It takes a lot of patience with the patients And Connie, you've always shown the care, the compassion, and concern, not only to the residents, but you've been a great support to the staff. Connie's been a union steward there for many years. And, good job, Connie. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk?
Under Resolutions Number 1, Job and Family Services Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Investments.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Transfers.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
No advances, no repayments, requisitions.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Travel.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under the Commissioners, authorize various personnel actions as indicated on the summary sheet for employees within jurisdiction County Commissioners.
Mr. Cordez isn't here this morning. All I have is a personnel summary sheet appointment to drug and alcohol addiction and a Golden Acres employment.
Okay.
A motion to approve?
Second.
Discussion.
Well,
Let
let
Tom-
Mr. Williams have a chance to look at it.
This is your appointment, correct? On this one?
I don't have a clue. It was just sent over as a recommendation from
Mhm.
Addis.
Is this a relative of Tony Giardini?
Nope.
No?
Well, yeah, actually married to a second cousin or something.
Okay, that's rescind employment. All right.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Approve and waive the reading of the minutes of June 19th.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Amend Section 611, Family and Medical Leave in the Personal Policy Manual to include service member leave, paragraph J, due to federal changes effective March 8, 2013.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Children and Families Council, approve various contracts for FY14 Help Me Grow program for Part C service coordination effective July 1st, 2013 through June 30th, 2014. Developmental disabilities amount of $140,944.18. Neighborhood Alliance in the amount of $323,293. And effective July 1st, 2013 through September 30th, 2014, Catholic Charities in the amount of $27,114.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Job and Family, authorize payment of the county general fund mandated share to Job and Families in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code 5101.16 and OAC 51019 through 631 in the amount of $1,109,435 from July 1st, 2013 through June 30, 2014.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Authorized purchase service renewal agreement with Shopping Center Maintenance Company, Elyria, to provide sweeping services for agency parking lots in the amount not to exceed $930 effective September 1st, 2013 through August 31st, 2014, and will be an annual maximum increase of 5%. Authorized director to execute and amend for changes in programming content and increase on behalf of the Board of Prosecutors approval as to form.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Under Solid Waste, endorse Solid Waste Be Green Scholarship in conjunction with Community College Foundation in Doppstadt, USA. Doppstadt will provide the scholarship money in the amount of $3,000 annually till 2016 for community college to disperse.
Mr. Bailey?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
What you have before you actually $3,500, Teresa.
Mhm.
That's what the contract, 500 of it has to stay in the fund every
Right,
year.
right.
So, yeah, there's
$3,000.
$3,000 in
Yeah.
scholarships awarded every year. We have a chance to take $3,500, a donation from Doppstadt US, put it directly into the scholarship fund at Lorain County Community College in the foundation every year for 3 years, and Lorain County Foundation will work with my education department to award 3 scholarships annually to Lorain Community College students and affiliates. I guess there's 12 affiliated colleges with the college as well. So it'll be available to seniors graduating here in Lorain County and students from Lorain Community College.
Right, Doppstadt does a nice job there. One of our projects when we did the attraction piece, Lorain County, Shane Donnelly serves on Team Lorain County, actually is our treasurer on the executive board. So thank you, Doppstadt. I'll make a
Right.
motion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey, you again.
Consortium. I finally get up here with it. We recently had signed agreements, letters of engagement with 14 political subdivisions to move forward to competitively bid their garbage and recycling with carts in the following communities: Avon Lake, Sheffield Township, Sheffield Village, Grafton Township, Rochester Village, Eaton Township, Penfield Township, who started it all, Huntington Township, Brownhelm Township, Amherst Township, Brighton Township, Rochester Township, Pittsfield Township, and Elyria Township have all signed their letters of engagement and are asking for their $1,500 of reimbursement. As you read the resolution, you see it also gives us the authority to manage the backside money for the consortium board of trustees and pay the attorneys. Everybody's taking a risk here. The lawyers are taking a risk that they're going to get a contract. The consultant's taking a risk that they're going to get a contract. We're taking a risk of $21,000 that they're going to get a contract. So everybody's taking a little bit of risk here, and all the political subdivisions will be taking a $500 risk. So some of them, that's a lot of money for some of the townships. So.
Well, it's a good thing coming. It's been a long time talked about to get this here. So you did a very good job on it, Keith. Thank you very much. I'll make a motion.
Does this mean that they're all committed to going forward with the cart system and coming together for a combined contract?
The dates and times on this thing are as follows. The final bid review before going out for bid is July 10th. On July 19th, they will have the final version mailed. On July 30th, they will have their mandatory pre-bid meeting, all right? By August 16th, we'll have the bids submitted back to the consortium. At that point in time, they can choose to bow out, all right? So they're not locked at any time until after August 16th.
Okay.
So they still have the ability to bow out on August 16th, all right?
Good. Did I second?
No, you didn't.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Bailey,
Oh, what we got to talk about now?
organics.
Compost.
Organics. One of the big issues that seems to be appearing more and more on our docket is we don't have adequate disposal for organics. We're talking food waste, we're talking other organics besides yard waste. Yard waste is the most needed system. We have a lot of yard waste still headed to landfills in Lorain and different areas throughout the county. The communities have been asking me, and especially Oberlin, which we're working with on a zero waste plan right now, been asking me for a solution to organics, especially food waste and things they want to divert from the landfill. Last year, you'd probably be elated to know that we diverted 400 tons of food waste from the landfill last year in Lorain County alone, through a couple of haulers here that operate and specifically specify as hauling food waste. To the east of us, the Class 2 compost site run by Rosby is going to be closing to outside waste for the first time in years. They will not be taking any food waste right now. All food waste from Akron, Cuyahoga, and from the northeastern part of the state is headed to Barnes Nursery in Erie County, all right, and being composted there. That facility is at its maximum capacity at this point. They cannot accept any more than what they're accepting now. So we're looking to be the host community for a new facility. We are not limiting this in any way. We're going to take proposals from everybody and everybody's ideas. We're going to sit down, we're going to evaluate those proposals. Whatever we decide to go with will be part of the new district plan, which will be formulating next year. So it's an opportunity to get our foot in the door and say, we're here, we're willing to listen to you. Companies, come forward and bring us your best proposals.
Wonderful. Much needed. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Anything further? Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Thank you, Keith.
Under Transit, recommend changes to the Cleveland route.
Pam, would you like to come up and tell us about the last email you sent us as of yesterday?
Drivers.
Good morning.
Pam.
Pam Novak, Lorain County Transit. In regards to the email that I had submitted yesterday, it was just to provide you with information of phone calls that we receive regarding Cleveland service. And in my office alone, I mean, I'm probably getting maybe up to 5 calls.
Per day?
Per day.
Okay.
I did talk with First Transit this morning, and they can be getting anywhere up to 15. So it's just the interest is there, but I just wanted to make you aware of that. So we still have, on the table a proposal for revising the Cleveland service to either going to the Cleveland Rapid Station or to the Westlake Park and Ride lot. And as of the second proposal, we have to add a route on the west side of Lorain, which is also, we do have demand for that. So those were the biggest things that we were looking at.
Did you say we were able to both add the route to this west side and do the Cleveland route, both of those things?
We could do that option. The proposed route on the west side of Lorain, we're looking at 12 hours of service. We're currently putting 16 hours in to the Cleveland service, so we would have a remaining balance of 4 hours per day, if that's something that you would choose to do.
And there's no ability to bank them like Commissioner Williams was talking about before based on shifts.
The question that was posed to First Transit regarding what that would do on their employees, they had indicated that what they would need to do would be to add a part-time person. The hours can be set up however we choose to set them up. So it could go into some additional service elsewhere. It could go into providing the dial-a-ride service along with the expanded service in Lorain, because we are required to have ADA service within 3/4 mile. So it's basically however we would like to see the service is what First Transit can do.
I had a talk with Pam earlier this morning regarding another issue, because the thing that came out that really surprised me was you said there's really not the numbers there for the college. People are getting to the college different ways. And she brought up a conversation that she had with a company that's in need of it, that's actually willing to put some money into it. And then I was at the Oberlin College yesterday, and had a meeting out there, and they're looking for additional routes too. We may be able to bring the private company, Oberlin College, and these additional 4 hours in. And you thought possibly get how many hours for 5 days out there?
What I was originally looking at, if we could bring the 3 entities together, Oberlin College, City of Oberlin, and this employer, if we could put them all together, we could actually get service in Oberlin about 11 hours a day. They're currently only getting 2 hours a day, 2 days a week, and they're only getting like 6 hours of service.
Would that give us also the connection to the Lorain route to get those workers to the private entity?
Yes.
So it would be a connector that would run through. Would it then bypass Amherst?
Right.
Oberlin?
Right. We would, basically what we would do is we would have it set up where we would pick up the employees in Lorain, take them directly to work, and then from there, they could start doing service for Oberlin. And then in the afternoon,
So it
we
wouldn't be charter service, it would just be
No.
one stop or two stops on an adjusted route.
right, right.
Yeah, that discussion's going on a long time with that company, so,
Yeah, we've been having a hard time getting together with them because they're really in their busy time. So I've actually asked if we could just go ahead and provide information to them to review instead of trying to get a meeting set up.
do we have that to them and Oberlin College and the city of Oberlin, what it would look like in a form of any sort, or?
I have talked with Eric Norenberg with Oberlin based on a phone call, and it actually started by he was expressing the interest from the Oberlin College students to look at maybe doing some shuttle service within Oberlin. And so I just brought it up to him, said, well, maybe, we have another employer interested. If we could take and combine everything together, get you service 5 days a week, would you be interested? And so far, we've got 3 entities that are interested in.
Did we give them a number yet that it would cost?
No, not yet.
When can you get that to them?
I originally provided Mr. Cortez with the information, and we were going to discuss it when he came back. So I have at least the number for the green circle, but I can put together the whole package.
If
And
you
what-
can work on that, that would be a good thing, so we have something to look forward to.
Also, you said with the 12 hours with the new proposed route for the west side route in the city of Lorain, we could do that and not have to pay the additional 4 hours, correct?
Correct.
And the calls that you were getting regarding the Cleveland route, people are requesting that you give at least a month's notice so they could go through, get their parking pass and everything else. So if we were going to move on this, should put it out at least 30 days while she's working with Oberlin and their employer. If we wanted to, we could start that route on the west side of Cleveland. When my mother was in the ER hospital, I actually paid for an individual to go to get transportation to take his son out of there. And talking with the ER staff, they run into a huge problem at Mercy where people come in on squad and then they can't get them out of there. So it's
The family members you're talking about.
actually even the individuals that came in on squad. So you have someone that went
Send
there,
them home.
they can't get home, and unfortunately, a lot of these individuals can't afford a taxi ride. So I would like to see it go forward with that
West side, yeah.
west side route. I think it
Do
the
it, do the
needs there.
RTA, the west side.
Well, I would hold off on the RTA.
I still like that connection there to the RTA also. Just moving people, as we get enough phone calls, I think you're saying about 20 per day in regards to
Right.
I was
the
gonna,
west side route, but we need to adjust the times on it, correct? That was a major issue?
Right. We could actually, we can lessen the hours that are put towards that and just go to the West Lake Park and Ride where we're dropping off commuters. Yeah, we could definitely do that as well.
Because RTA said they'd honor our transfers, correct?
Yes, they will.
now, when those calls that you're getting, are they for work, school, or play, the majority of them?
The majority, we have been getting most calls relating to, yes, they would like to go to the casino or they want to go visit family or friends. We have people that will go up to Cleveland on Friday, stay the whole weekend, and then come back sometime the following week.
And that's kind of the entertainment purpose there
Yeah.
too. What I would like to do, again, is go with the west side route. I think we're in agreement that's needed for
Oh,
the
yeah,
city of
without
Lorain.
that, we should never, that
And
major ridership.
even if we cancel the route to Cleveland, give the 30-day notice on that while we're looking into the 3 entities coming together, the employer, the college, and the county, and see if we could actually make that route work. I think putting 11 hours, going from 6 hours to 11 hours a day, is a great thing for the city of Oberlin. Plus
2 hours a
Oberlin,
day currently, Tom.
I'm sorry?
2 hours a day.
2
currently,
hours.
It's
right?
two
6 hours.
2 days a
2 days a week,
week,
6 hours a
6
day.
hours
Okay,
per
so
day.
we're actually going from
2 days a week to 5 days a week.
2 days,
Right.
Right.
55
And
hours in service.
City of Oberlin was also the one city that overwhelmingly supported the transit.
Right.
So
Always have.
I know they're going to definitely utilize the service. I think we can come close to being revenue neutral with that as well.
I
Mike-
don't know about that. but-
Well,
Never,
as far
never
as
net
being
revenue
revenue
neutral.
neutral.
Well, as far as that one
This
portion.
isn't the state of Ohio Senate, Todd. There's no revenue neutral.
Yeah, that's true.
The employer that we're talking about, are they seasonal? Are they gonna need that service in the wintertime as well as the summertime? Or are we gonna have a drop off when the season changes?
From my understanding, we're looking at continuous. Even if they didn't, we could still base their cost on what they're going to use.
Yeah.
So we can always
It's
adjust.
going to be one of these odd things because of the groups that you're looking at. With Oberlin College, unless you're a senior, May comes, you're gone.
They're out.
Right.
So, and then this is the time the company's actually going to be picking up, so
Right.
they're going to be hiring more temporary or part-time people to come in.
Mhm.
And I think it would be I think it's something we should look at before we go to the RTA connection on the west side, or actually, I'm sorry, on the east side. Right?
East side.
Well, I'm looking east side of the county, but west side of Cuyahoga, I guess.
Correct, yeah, do the
Right.
Westlake Park and Ride. Can you come up with a proposal, look at, figure what it's gonna cost for the route in Oberlin, so we can get a cost-sharing model? We've got the cost, what we talked about with the Lorain route, and the cost with a reasonable couple times drop-off at the RTA. Put that in a bundle for us.
Sure.
All right, that's what I would like to see, so I can see what it looks like in total.
When do you think we'll have that information?
Next week's the holiday, so I don't see 2
Right.
weeks.
Yeah, I would say 2 weeks.
Okay, so book it for the 10th.
Okay.
Then we'll do a final on it and see what we're gonna do, because that gives plenty of notice then going into the school season also within the 30-day window.
Well, do you want to give a notice that we're going to cancel the Cleveland route, though, right now? Are we in agreement that the Cleveland route, as far as the one south route? and
Going to
down-
downtown Cleveland, yeah,
is
we've been
going to
talking
be
about that's going to fade away, but I would like to get the gap with the west side RTA looked at, and that, a couple times in the morning, couple times in the evening,
Perfect.
for pickup and drop. We still have residents who need to get to school, work, play, and it's just Westlake, which is a route we ran for years and years and years. That did a decent job, and if it's a consistent route and we commit to it, I think the ridership will increase because they'll know the exact times and not an if, come, and,
Right.
so. That okay with you, Commissioner?
That's good.
Is that okay?
Yep.
All right, Pam, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Pam?
Madam Clerk?
Under domestic, approve and enter an agreement with Ohio Department of Job and Family Services to define the relationship and responsibilities between agencies and seek Title 20E federal financial participation on behalf of the Court Juvenile Division effective July 1st, 2013 through June 30, 2015.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Ennis.
Commissioners, I don't need an exec session, but I did want you to know that there were a couple, couple new lawsuits filed. One just involves a car accident from a couple years ago, and another is a wage and hour. I don't really have any details about it to tell you, but just
Okay.
wanted you to know that they've been filed.
Thank you.
Commissioners report.
Well, I finally made it out to the Toledo Casino for the first time. It's really beautiful. Didn't win any money, so I'm sure our income will rise in the county since I left some money there for us to share between all the counties. So I also went to a graduation party to one of my nieces, and I'm really proud of her. She graduated at like 17 years old, but she never went to the high school. She did everything through the college, through the partnership program, and she's a microbiologist and going to be, and she's, even her teacher was there, and he's really proud of her too, and thinks she's going to do something really great someday. So congratulations to Ariel.
That it?
Yeah.
Okay. Commissioner Williams and I attended the land bank demolitions around the county last week. We took down our first home in Oberlin. We took down another home in Sheffield Township. We took a house down in Columbia Township. And we finished up in South Amherst. So the money's being spread around in good uses, and all these houses needed to come down. it was, they were in really bad shape, and Columbia Township needs to work on the one next door, and they said they were. They're making a real nice clearing where they're knocking them down at. Also attended the International Breakfast this week. Don't forget the International Parade, all the princesses and all the great food. Be at the Black River Landing in Lorain. And I'd like to thank Tom Kelly. I was on the phone. We had the major storms yesterday, and County Administrator Cordez went around, so I was keeping up with Tom Kelly and the issues going around. Golden Acres was out till about 12:30, but I'd like to thank Joe Faga and his staff from First Energy and the workers getting that back up and powered up. We did lose all the refrigerated food. I couldn't get a hold of Jerri Dull. Yeah, they have generator to operate the place, but not for the refrigeration. The freezer stayed fine, but I spoke to someone this morning at Golden Acres, and everything's up and running and all taken care of, though. So thanks a lot, Tom Kelly. He was just getting home at 12:30 last night, and he still didn't have power. My power came on at 12:30, so that is the end of my report.
On Friday after the land bank, I went over to Avon, met with the Jacobs Group on a proposed site for a company. We'll be sending that down to Jobs Ohio to put into a bid. And also went into the city of Lorain to meet with the group. They're working on creating a homeless shelter. What they need, or what they would like to do, is create a shelter where people can come in and get haircuts, have a mail go to, and also be able to take a shower, kind of address some of the issues that are going around with people hanging out at the library, and put them into an area where it's going to benefit them and also the businesses around there. So
I think I'm in the same group I spoke to a couple months ago, but I said they had to go through the city's ordinances and building codes on how they were going to handle that. The county couldn't do much in regards to.
Yeah, I believe, though, if they go through, the group I talked to is looking at possibly making it working with churches, making a religious organization, which would then get around to zoning.
Oh, okay. All right.
So having like a Bible study or a service there once a week. So that's what they're looking into. And then on Monday, I met with the Oberlin College. Great meeting, hour and a half out there, telling me, give me an update on all the projects that they were working on. And wasn't sure if you actually saw this. The Oberlin was winner of the 2013 Climate Leadership Award. So I told him I didn't think we'll have a problem getting a proclamation for this to send out to them. And they provided me with the Oberlin project. I'm sure you're familiar with it, but they have some information here with the update, and they gave you copies as well. So they're doing a great job out there improving the community. So
Actually, the new interim director of Team Lorain County came from the Oberlin project.
yeah, very good. Yeah, I know they're doing a national search at the college for an executive out there as well. So. And then last night, I was in Amherst Township, another sewer issue. And I don't have the details on this. It was quite confusing talking with our county engineer, going back and forth. There are some individuals that are actually getting 2 bills from the city of Lorain.
Yeah, go to Dairy Queen. The owner
Right.
of Dairy Queen will let you know how
Well-
he's paying his multiple bills.
Well, and you know, that's
They do, yes.
the reason I brought it up, because I remember you making a comment
Right.
about that. And talking with Ken, first it was, no, it's the city of Lorain, then it was the county. And I'm trying, which one is it, Ted? Is it the
It's
county?
both, because we have the Oberlin Road sewer, which
Right.
came in, and then there is a flow agreement with the city of Lorain. And then there is actually debt service on the Oberlin Road sewer, which services those
Right.
people, plus the service that the city of Lorain provides. It
Right.
gets kind of convoluted, right?
Right, the debt service is the $18 bi-monthly bill that they get.
Okay, I don't know the amount, but I'll
Yeah.
believe you on that, sure.
And then they get their 130% bill from the city of Lorain. And then they receive another bill here. This one was for $58.
One's water, one's sewer, and one's debt service.
Well, the water actually comes from
Is the
Amherst.
Amherst water on that
Right,
portion
so
of
they're
it?
getting a total of 4 bills for their utilities.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Okay, what is, I understand the sewer bill for
I'd have to look at the
Lorain.
bills, this hasn't come up in 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. But,
Let me see.
Neil, you're not familiar with the sewer stuff. I am not. That's what I thought. Sewer account. That's one bill. This is Utilities Department unit.
make sure I got all the same.
Yeah. This is consumption. So I would assume that is, you said the water bill comes from Amherst?
Yeah,
Looking at
here's
the
the Amherst
consumption
one.
here. That's-
Isn't their Amherst utilities part of their electric too?
I don't think they
That-
have Amherst utility out
No,
there. They're
no.
on First Energy
Oh,
Utility. That was a
are
concern
they?
yesterday when
Okay.
we had the power out, because everything was on across the street of 58, west of 58, but nothing on the east.
Yeah, they refer to it as a transport fee, is
Yeah.
what Wayne Bishop
Transfer.
called it.
Okay.
This is all for the same guy right here? These,
Yeah, Chris Shepherd, this is from 5113.
630.
That's 630. That's the sanitary engineer bi-monthly
Right.
for the debt service. And this is their water bill.
He doesn't pay all that.
Yeah. Well, we've been through this 100 times. I'm trying to remember which bill pays which.
But the big issue is they're getting different stories from the city of Lorain and also from the county.
So this
So,
one, the county one should be easy, because that's a debt service.
the debt service is,
Right.
There's consumption of 24 on both of these, so
Right.
that, and both from the city of Lorain.
Correct.
but the city of Lorain is saying that they actually collect the bill, the one bill, and then they give it to,
They give a
Uh,
portion back to us?
actually to the engineering firm.
Oh,
But they're saying
CT.
all the money goes to the engineer firm, that the city of Lorain doesn't get it.
I'd have to dig this all out, and I'm sure it's all over in the records center. See, that's sewer. Right, they're both sewer bills. But when the connection was done and the deal was brokered, I guess, predating you and I, that there was a double set of charges involved. One was for whatever the sewer amount is. The other one was, and I don't remember, geez, wish you'd given this to me beforehand. I could have got dug out yesterday. We can look into it this week.
Yeah.
Can you make us copies of this?
Yeah, I'll make copies
And we'll
of it.
get clarification on it. Yeah, but it is convoluted over there, because Butch gives me a hard time when I stop for leak.
Yeah, but there's a group of residents now that are,
Mhm.
they're all looking at it and they're trying to get an answer, and they're getting bounced around, so, all
We can figure it out.
right. End of my report.
Madam
The
Clerk?
Commissioners signed a proclamation to Sally Davis. She'll retire 33 years of job and families. Board correspondence.
Move the reading be waived?
Second?
Discussion. Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Public comment.
Anyone wishing to address the board this morning? I'll make a motion to adjourn then.
I'll second.
Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Thank you.
This has been a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at 9:30 at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda for a printable copy of the agenda.